legendary OG Cutty Mack. In the dance world, I'm 1/3 of the hardest dance group of all times, the Soul Brothers. In this hip-hop dance story series, I'm going to explore the best dance scenes in the history of television and film, break it down, and give it a Cutty review. In the history of television and films, street dance has always made a dynamic impact on the screen. Most times, the best dancers only got a 25-second scene in a 2-hour movie, and it would end up being the most memorable part. It was just enough time to get some shine. Here we go, episode 2, featuring the Nicholas brothers. They down on Argentine way. So let's not waste no time. We're ain't here to play no reindeer games. So put on your long shoes, hit a Cutty slide, meet me in the circle, and let's boogie. The Nicholas brothers, the unquestioned virtuosos, quintessential performers, most electrifying, gravity-defying dance tandem ever seen by the human eye. Every time they executed a dance move, it was the first time it was being seen on film, and then most times in life. The swag, the dress code, alpha males with matinee idol looks, a class act, and recognized by all as the greatest dancers of all times. Bayard, the elder, the master of many styles, upper body movements to close floor work, unique techniques, flawless execution, angelic handwork with organic flair. Bayard, the fine debonair. He could stand in the dark and his shadow would still be sparkling. Woo! Shot! Then there was Harold, 7 years younger than his brother. Chicks called him the little cute one. Diminutive in size, but he was fierce, tough, no nonsense. Feet moved at light speed. The charmer. He hit the earth in year 1921. Now that is established, they are the undisputed greatest dancers of all times. That sums up their entire boogie career. The Nicholas brothers were so cold-blooded, they didn't need to do interviews about themselves. They were true players and let the people tell their story about how great they were on the dance floor and on the stage. And unlike liquor store stories, they are all accurate.
Nicholas brothers. Words fail me. They were amazing dancers. I used to think of the Nicholas brothers as the first stunt tap dancers because they would do dangerous things. They would leap off of things into splits. They would dive out of train cars that were moving and do leaps in the air.
Even if the folklores were slightly off, the Nicholas brothers have complete receipts to back up all claims of greatness, imprinted in the minds and documented on film and in writing.
They were amazing. They were so graceful in everything they did.
See, when you have great dancers like the Nicholas brothers, you capture them in full body camera shots, head to toe, no jump cuts, quick edits, or special effects to make them look better than what they were. They were the purest form of truth, uncut and raw like purple sea moss from the St. Lucia Islands. And it was good for you. Listen, man. These brothers were so cold, neither Bayard Antonio nor Harold Lloyd Nicholas had any formal dance training. They were blessed, and you saw it in every move. Bayard taught himself how to sing, boogie, and perform on stage by watching the older, wiser entertainers. Like all dancers after him, Fayard started off imitating the elders' moves until his signature style kicked in. That moment of arrival.
But what if he? I wanna love him. But what if he? I wanna love him. But what if he? I wanna love him. I wanna love him. But what if he? I wanna love him.
Fayard taught baby bro Harold, who idolized his older brother, and learned the same way by copying Fayard's moves until he honed in on his own fierce, distinct style. Side note, they had a sister Dorothy, not the one from Cooley High, that used to boogie with them in the beginning. They were known as the Nicholas Kids.
Damn the bitch fine.
Now you know your Brody Bros flow. I'm not here to do a biography on the Nicholas brothers, but I still have to shed some light on a few things so the story could come together like wool and snow during sweater weather. Can you dig that? Fayard was born in Alabama, Harold in Salem, North Carolina. But they moved in 1926 to a city called Philly that is known for the left hook. Using that boxer's mentality, the brothers started putting it down early and laying the competition out. The name started ringing louder than the Liberty Bells, Jack.
We used to be good friends a long time ago. We used to be good friends a long time ago.
Now they were polished, seasoned, locally accepted, and now it was time to start making a name cross country. So in 1932, Fayard, 18, Harold, 11, went to Harlem to be amongst the best. They wanted to see who was really serious about this here and who was playing reindeer games on stage. The Nicholas brothers made it clear and let it be known day one on the first impression what this boogie game was really about. Needless to say, they immediately became the featured act at Harlem's infamous Cotton Club. Now check this out. They worked the all-white audiences without compromise. Let's make this clear what Legendary is saying here. They were performing at a time where racism was normal. No intermingling. Blacks over here and whites over there away from the beautiful black people. Nigga, what your problem is?
Many of the Cotton Club performers were well paid. However, they were strictly forbidden from mixing with or associating with the guests.
The Nicholas brothers were the only entertainers in the all-black ensemble that was allowed to mingle with the white patrons freely without grinning, scratching, or shuffling. They didn't have to change their accent when they communicated with the Nordic white audiences, nor did they ever have to act like a coon, mumbling, or eating watermelon on stage. As a matter of fact, they weren't even approached to do no lame stuff like that. It was a natural sign of respect, and it was well earned. The Nicholas brothers did not wear the black face. They dressed elegantly and presented themselves with the utmost class. Now don't get it twisted. The role wasn't all peaches and cream. Sometimes it was peaches and beans, and the dirty macking came in different forms. For instance, Harold always wanted to be a leading man and star in movies like Gene Kelly and Fred Astaire, but he was consistently passed over even with the before-mentioned recommendation. Another form of player hating they received was sarcastic flattery. And the world knew the Nicholas brothers was putting all kinds of heat on Astaire and Kelly, and they did not want that smoke. And the haters that couldn't touch nor comprehend their style would create a narrative in that whack accent. Oh, they weren't trained by professionals. they're just flash dancers. Meaning they were only good for an acrobatic move or two that garners a quick pop from the crowd. Nicholas Brothers was so far beyond that. Producer Samuel Gold was no fool. He signed them to a lucrative 5-picture movie deal. They moved to California and made their first appearance that same year in Pie Pie Blackbird. From there, they did a few more films and shorts before this film we are checking out today.
Yeah, go, go.
Yeah.
Go, go. Ah, yes. That's my brother. Yeah, all right.